There are cities you visit, and there are cities that visit you back. Nairobi is the second kind. This is 2 days inside a city that refuses to be flattened. It's Valentine's weekend, and we intend to experience Nairobi as it is actually lived. Nairobi's culinary scene doesn't announce itself. It earns your attention quietly. Cultiva is exactly that kind of place.
Mambo VP, my name is Mbukani Liboso, aka the Nomadic Rasta. From the nightlife to the beaches, from the safari to even more the matatu culture. But above all, Nairobi has one thing that we're good at, and that is a culinary delight. This is Cultiva, and this is a taste of Nairobi.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Good.
You're welcome.
Asante sana, the table looks amazing.
Thank you so much.
What are we looking at?
Yeah, this is our best for Cultiva's experience.
Yes.
So yeah, we have the carrots.
Okay.
The carrots have vegan mayo with some quinoa.
Okay.
The other one, it has salsa verde with some candied nuts.
Yes.
Teriyaki with sesame seeds.
Okay.
And then we have our beetroot salad.
Okay.
The beetroot salad has arrowroots.
Okay.
Actually, they are made from Kenya.
Okay.
We have some beetroot and some cheesy blue cheese foam. Yeah, we have some spicy chicken wings.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the mushroom ceviche with some peanut sauce, avocado, and sweet corn.
Alright.
Yeah, we have our signature kingfish ceviche.
Okay.
It has fish cured in lime,
Okay.
some tiger's milk,
Okay.
some spicy chilies, rice crackers.
Yes.
Yes.
And everything is from the farm.
Everything is from the farm. Yeah, we grow them just behind here.
All right. So,
Yes. Yeah.
if it's the first time to Cultiva,
Yeah.
what's that one thing you should not miss from Cultiva?
Ceviche.
Ceviche?
The kingfish ceviche.
Fish ceviche.
Yeah, the famous. Actually, it's called the famous ceviche.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much.
Enjoy your food.
Asante sana.
Karibu sana.
Cultiva is design forward, sustainably minded, and from the moment you walk in, you understand this isn't just about the food. The kitchen sends out dish after dish, each one explained and intentional. This is Nairobi cooking with real confidence, not trying to be anywhere else, not borrowing from anyone, just exceptionally good food, made here, served here, rooted here. By late afternoon, we are inside something quieter. On the streets of Ngara, a creative space tucked into one of Nairobi's most torrid neighborhoods, a working studio where artists are actually making things. Visiting Ngara is a work in progress, tools out, and the walls that have absorbed years of creative decisions.
We're trying to create community, we're trying to create a base and a hub that people can gravitate towards and find support, find community, find things that they need to navigate their work creatively, and just in any way. It doesn't have to be art, tech, anything really. Yeah.
And as the sun goes down outside, the life shifts too. There is something about real working space at that hour, unhurried, self-contained, that tells you more about the city's creative culture than any gallery ever could. Nairobi has spaces like this because its artists built them. That's the part that stays with you. By the time Nairobi Sketch Store pulls us into the CBD, the sun is gone and Nairobi has switched itself on. The relentless percussion of matatu culture, music bleeding from windows, hand-painted typography covering every surface.
So one thing about Nairobi is you can't miss a tour, and these guys are doing it differently. With me here is
Zod File.
tell us a bit about the Nairobi Sketch Tour and what it's all about.
Yeah, so the Nairobi Sketch Tour is a cultural experience tour.
The Nairobi Sketch Store is run by artists who have figured out the best way to make you truly see a city. They make you draw it first.
He was an adult male, oval-shaped face. Yes. Oval. You should be drawing. You should be drawing. Oval-shaped face, and you can keep asking me questions to just figure it out. Exactly. He had a turban.
A what?
A turban.
What is a turban?
A turban.
What is that?
It's a culture.
It's a headgear.
Yeah.
It's like
Yes.
It's a simple idea with quietly radical effect. You can't half pay attention when your hand has already committed to the page. Nairobi gets into you differently that way.
Ah, all right.
That's something.
That's something. Yes. All right. This we
is a
can
grunge,
use.
scary version.
This we can use. So this is not just a random guy. This is Abhil Mula Jivanji, and this is the Jivanji Gardens. He was a Pakistani immigrant who came to Kenya, was very wealthy,
By the time the tour ends, the city looks different, not because it changed, but because you finally looked at it properly.
People of Nairobi. He gave it to Nairobians. It's actually say this park is owned by Kenyans. It's under the trust for Kenyans.
The night closes at Geco Cafe in Lavington. Valentine's night, Nairobi style, bohemian, art-filled, live music pouring out of a room full of people who clearly know this place well. Geco is called the Mecca of live performance in Nairobi, and you understand why the moment you walk in. It's not just a venue trying to be anything other than what it is. A room where music is real and energy ends itself. Day 2 begins before the city wakes up. 5 in the morning, we are moving.
So I was welcoming you to Nairobi National Park. This is one of the city park that we have, or we pride in Kenya to have a park within the city, okay?
Nairobi National Park is one of the only places on earth where you can watch wildlife move through open savanna with the capital city rising directly behind it. Lions, rhinos, giraffes against the skyline. The contradiction is total and totally Nairobi. This is the city's strangest, most extraordinary fact, that this exists here, 12 minutes from the CBD, and somehow it works. And then Sunday in Nairobi. We step into the city with no agenda and the city fills the space immediately. This is what Nairobi looks like when it belongs to itself. Young people everywhere, dancing on street corners, filming each other, performing for no one and everyone at once. Car parks transformed into skate parks, wheels grinding against concrete that was never meant for this and now couldn't imagine being anything else. Matatus moving through it all like they always do. Loud, painted, completely certain of their right to exist. There is a specific kind of joy that lives in the city on Sunday, unstructured, self-made. Nairobi's version of it is electric. We don't direct any of it, we just point the camera and try to keep up. Nairobi doesn't reveal itself to you, it asks you to show up, curious, unhurried, and willing to be wrong about what you thought you knew. We came to map a city. What we found was something harder to name. A creative class building without permission, a completely unrelenting energy, and a tenderness that most outsiders never get close enough to see. This is Voices Unseen. This is Nairobi.